Hello, good evening and welcome. This is John Grace here with another edition of Disability 101. This edition talks about people's attitudes towards people with disabilities. And first, a brief introduction and a recap as to who I am. My name is John, I'm 32. From Windgap originally, was living in Kilkenny, now living in Canada and Sydney. If that'll change after this video, I don't think so. But anyway, my idea of people's attitudes to disabilities are usually it's very good. We're very lucky. People just talk to me, no bother, and talk to me as if I'm a normal person. But you get some people who say aren't you great and are very condescending, as if a person with a disability is not really fully able to do things. Sure, we mightn't have the same ability as an able-bodied person, but we're able to talk and do things like that. People can be so, maybe they just don't think about what they're saying or doing. I was in the lift a couple of weeks ago after using the gym in the watershed in Kilkenny, and I had to use the lift to go down the stairs. I had a friend with me who has more mobility than me, but has still got a disability. But then we were met with, aren't they great, from some woman. I think she had glasses, as far as I know. I know it sounds like I'm calling her out, but that's the description I can remember of this person. But I didn't say it, but I should have said it. Yeah, we're great because we can use lifts, same as he can use the stairs. Talk to people as if we're normal. Don't talk to someone with a disability as if they're a blooming child. We're not children. We're adults with disabilities are adults, not children. When we get out of it's alright if we're children and you can talk to us like that, fair enough. But when we advance into adulthood, we deserve to be talked to like anyone else. I've had that many times over the years, and then people talking to someone that's with you as if you're not there. Like the words, isn't he great? What's his name? And I can't very well respond negatively because it would look bad on me. But what can I do? They're not educated enough to know these things. Anyway, I think people should see a person with a disability and listen first. If they have someone with them, listen first to them if they're talking. good speech and well able to hold a conversation, why not go over to them and have a chat with them and see how their day is? Don't just be saying, the disability, they have a disability, they're not as clever as anyone else. I'm clever enough. I have an even education under my arse. So I'm happy enough to say that I've done well enough for myself over the years. I was able to do it with great help from my scribe at the time for the Leaving Cert Mary Shelley, who I'd like to say hello to in this video. I would like to also say hello to my mother and father, who have really great to me over the years, and they've had to listen to all of this crap about people asking them who I was and all of that. So hopefully you will have gained some knowledge as to how to communicate with a person that has a disability first, before you jump to conclusions that they can't do anything like communicate or anything like that. And hopefully you will come over to a person with a disability and just say hello, how are you, how was your day today, what are you up to, that kind of thing. And maybe just think of them as like yourself. Don't think of them as anything different. And that goes for all disabilities. But we're all different. Different disabilities. But it doesn't mean we have to be treated like kids when we're in the presence of many strangers. Strangers should come over if they feel confident enough and try to have a decent conversation with the person if they are able to talk. If they're not fair enough, then that's fair enough. But if it looks like they're able to hold a decent level of conversation, then come over and chat for a few minutes and just say whatever they have to say. I'm very proud I've been able to do this video, and hopefully this will give an insight into what it's like, how frustrating it is for a person with a disability to be talked down to. And that's how it feels like for someone that's physically disabled or has a disability in general. We can't be talked down to, we just have to be treated the same. Hopefully after this I have got my point across that we're all the same. and we're all equal. Anyway, I'd like to say hello to friends in the Urban College, from my Urban College classes over the years, media studies and office administration. I'd like to say hello to my mother and father and all our friends back home in Whitecap. And I'd like to say hello to all involved with Bungalow 1 and 2 here in Canada from the Wheelchair Association. And a special thanks to the people who have let us use these facilities here while the Wheelchair Association is being sorted out. The apartments in the Wheelchair Association, are being sorted out. Hopefully they'll be sorted out soon, but it'll be a year before it starts. But hopefully, if I get back in, I'll be able to readjust back to life in the city. Anyway, I'll leave that go now and I'll get my PA to take the memory card out and I'll upload it onto YouTube. It's going to be Disability 101 Part 2. Disability 101 Attitude Change. And I'm going to put a load of descriptions in the tag first before I upload it, because I think that's why I'm having low turnout. So I will talk to you next time when maybe I might put up a singing video. I'll talk to you again. Bye. Parry. That was 10 minutes, was it?